Good morning. This is Robin from Hope from the Well. And I'm so excited to be here with Julie today.
Yes.
And I felt like today we would talk about just the things that we do here at Women at the Well that a lot of people may not realize all the things that are happening up here. Sometimes we can't even keep up with what God is doing here. It's just amazing. But we do have some special things coming up. March the 1st, that's a Saturday at 11. We'll have our polar bear walk. So we are beginning to start our polar bear letters. The ladies will send out letters asking you to sponsor them for $25. Excuse me. And this is one of our largest fundraisers, the polar bear walk, the camel walk. And so if you get a letter, I hope that you will consider sending back a donation for that letter. It's just $25, and that adds up.
Yes,
Every little bit helps up here to meet all the needs that we have at Women at the Well. And we're going to be having our women's conference, which it's going to be wonderfully made free, because our theme this year is, our theme verse is Luke 4:18 and 19, that says, "The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because He has anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor, and He has sent me to heal the brokenhearted and proclaim liberty to the captives, and recover sight to the blind, and set liberty those who are oppressed." And so that is our theme verse, and the theme of our our conference is going to be wonderfully made free. And if you came last year, that was really our first women's conference. It was so exciting. We had a great time. So we'll be selling tickets for that conference. I think the tickets will be $30, and you can reserve a table for your whole group. And we had women that did that last year, and we just had a great time.
Yes, it was wonderful.
Yes, and we're going to have T-shirts if they want to purchase those, that will go with the conference. So, and looking forward to that. We have some really good speakers. So those are some things that are coming up. We do have at Madewell Retreat Center specials for January. Of course, January is about over.
Yeah.
So. But February, if you book a retreat in February, you get 2 free meals, comes with that, and a continental breakfast for every day that you're there. And the cost is $50 per person per day. And so we can have 9 women. So, it's a good time to take advantage of our open schedule. So I just want to share with you out there some things that are going on at Women at the Well you might not realize. We have like 6 major ministries that we do up here at Women at the Well all the time. The first one is the Women at the Well program. This is for, it's a 15-month Christian discipleship program. Everything is biblically based for women with life-controlling issues. And so we celebrated this past year 25 years of service in that. And so part of that program that our ladies do when they come in here is they have 15 group studies that they work through, such as growing through failure, Christian practices, love and accepting yourself,
anger and
personal rights. So there's actually 15 different ones: spiritual warfare, love, sex, and relationships. We do a video series on that.
Love and accepting myself.
Yes, love and accepting myself. And so there's just 15 of those. And so each group study will take about a couple of weeks or 4 classes to complete. And they're just very basic Christian living things. Well, every lady goes through about 4 or 5 contracts while they're in the program. Now, a contract will consist of scripture memorization, character qualities, such as a character quality would be love, and with that, you have to memorize some scripture with that and the meaning of love, biblical meaning of love, and joy. What are some of the other character qualities that we have?
Forgiveness, dependability.
Dependability. That's a great one.
Yes, that's a really good one.
So they're written in on their contracts, or if someone needs a specific character quality, then we'll assign that to them. Every lady goes through 60 or memorizes 66 memory verses. Groups 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yes.
And they have to have these memorized before they can graduate. So they're all the time working on their memory verses to get those in. And these are just memory verses that they're going to need on a daily basis.
Yes.
All of us need them, but there are things that they are going to need. And also with that memory verses, they have at least 2 for each group study usually.
Yes.
So 15 group studies, that's at least maybe 30. And then they have some written in on their contracts. So they memorize more than 100, 150 scriptures before they graduate the program. So that's huge.
I know one of the big ones too is the Ephesians 6:10 through 20.
Yes, the armor
of God.
Yes. So they memorize that one. And also some of the things that they do here on a daily basis, and I've noticed them doing this a lot more, they exercise. They get in there in the dining room and put exercise videos in, and they are working on their physical wellness as well as their spiritual, their physical wellness. And they walk, and when it's not freezing cold like it is today, but on the driveway, and they learn to sew or create things. We have a knitting machine that they learn to use that, or they learn to quilt or sew, or we have sewing every week. So what are some of the other things that we do just in the program on a daily basis? Devotion.
Yes.
Morning devotions.
And nighttime.
Yes. And then, of course, they have their work duties that they do. They may be responsible for cleaning the bedrooms. That might be your work duty. Or head cook, assistant cook, clean up in the kitchen. So they work their way through the kitchen. Now, if you're a head cook, you will plan the menu, and you have to use as much as possible what we have on hand.
Yes, definitely.
So that's why we love to get those pantry items and those meats in the freezer, because we can use those for our menus. We try to keep our grocery list down, and we do post those weekly. If you can ever help us with the grocery list, that's awesome. So they plan the menu, they cook the meals, they do the grocery shopping, plan the grocery list.
And for anybody that's ever been in the program, that is one of the most difficult and challenging ones, because you are the manager.
Oh, yeah.
Except for coming to staff, asking any, specific questions. You're in charge of anywhere from 2 to 4, maybe even 5. We've had 5 other women.
Yeah.
And
and so that could be, create some interesting ways to use those scriptures that you're memorizing, and patience and so forth, and how to be a leader, and how to assign things and so forth. So to be a team leader.
Yes.
So that's a neat place to grow in the kitchen. So another major ministry of Women at the Well is New Life. Now, New Life is virtually new. It's for the expectant mothers. We have 3 beds in the New Life house, which is a separate house from the main house. At Women at the Well, we have 25 beds, and I think right now we have 15 in that program, and 2 in New Life, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we do have open beds, and we do have people calling a lot right now. But we have 2 mothers with their babies right now in the New Life program. One is about to graduate. So they go through the same program as our other program. They do the 15 group studies and all of that, the contracts, the memory verses. The only difference in that is that we partner with Full Circle Pregnancy Center and the Nurture the Next program. We take them to Full Circle weekly to meet with them there. They get a counselor there. They get a mentor there, and get to participate in a lot of their functions, things that they do. Nurture the Next comes up here.
Yes, they do.
and meets with our ladies. And so that's a great partnership. We also partner with UT Extension Office for parenting classes, which is actually going on today as we speak. We have a group in there now doing their parenting class. So that's a part of the program. After they have the baby, then they are allowed to be with their baby here in the program. And we have one of our staff members that keeps the babies for them during the day while they do class. So it's a great opportunity for these new mothers that they wouldn't normally have. So another thing that is a function, a ministry, a major ministry of Women at the Well, is our Made Well Sewing Center. And so this particular part of the program came along in during the pandemic, 2019. We started sewing. And so we have set up in a house here at Women at the Well machines, and we have lots of fabrics to choose from, and the ladies learn to quilt. In fact, we've got like 4 ladies right now that just love and to create and quilt and make quilts, so that's very exciting. So they learn to quilt, make bags, and one of the other things that we do through this program is we make memory bears, memory rabbits, dogs, memory t-shirt quilts. All of this are ways to fund the ministry and to help pour back, for the ladies to be able to pour back in, because most of our ladies are not able to pay.
Right.
They don't have any means to pay anything. We do have a very meager monthly fee of, I think, $300 a month, but very seldom is anyone able to do that. So the Made Well Sewing Center is a way that they can do that. Yes. Learn to sew, they learn a skill. Also that we have a knitting machine that they make things with that too. So we have 4 ladies, or maybe we have more than that. We have ladies that come and teach the ladies to sew. Patty Bell, Beryl Newsom, Cora Cates, Leanne, we have Charlotte Bates, and Barbara Price has come, and also Patsy Ging. So these ladies are just, ladies, mature ladies that know how to sew, know how to make crafts, those kind of things. And they come up here and they just pour love, pour their knowledge into our ladies. And so it's been great. The other function that we do, or ministry, is we have the Made Well Retreat Center, which is also at the Made Well Sewing Center. And we host quilt retreats, sewing classes, Bible study retreats. We just had a girls' sew camp, which went great. We had a great time with those little girls. And our ladies were actually able to pay it forward into these little girls and teaching them to sew. It was just a great thing. We had such a good time. Those little girls made mug rugs and bags, wall hangings, pillows. They just had a great time. So through the winter break at school, we had that. Another thing that we do here is we have the extended education at Women at the Well. And our ladies, when they're in the latter part of the program, if they do not have their GED, we get them hooked up with the adult center here in Athens, and they can get the GED while they're in the program. So we just had 2 ladies right now that are in the GED program. One recently obtained her GED, and one is like an inch away. Yes. She just likes one class, but we need to find out if she passed it. We're believing and praying and hoping that she did pass it, and she'll have her GED. So that's just a huge thing for them to get that accomplished while they're in the program. We have 3 students that start in Cleveland State Community College this next spring semester.
Like this coming week? Or?
Next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, so that is a part of our program. If they graduate and want to stay on here and do an internship, they can go to school. Most of their classes are online. We have 2 staff here that are, one is attending Lee University in the nursing program, and the other one is at TWU. So we really promote that extended education for our ladies when they want to. And the last but not least, we have Hope from the Well, which is what we're on right now, and our radio program and our weekly YouTube podcast that we do. So where we reach out and share things about the ministry, testimonies, and everything. Well, guess what? We're out of time.
Yes.
We're out of time. And so if you didn't know about all these things that we do here at Women at the Well, isn't that great? You just learned. So this should make you want to get involved, support, and partner with Women at the Well. And we would love to have you. Well, I just want to say that if you have Jesus, remember, you always have hope. Have a great week.